Hey, hello again. It's Bobby McFadden with our RLA Advisors.
And Jay Simsick, hello.
Since it's International Talk Like a Pirate Day, should we be RLA Advisors?
We could be.
Just for the day?
And I'm Jay.
Jay. We'll walk
There's
on
no
peg
R
legs.
in there.
There's not. No, there's not.
You can call me Ralph today.
Ralph, there you go.
Or Art.
Okay. We've had a question posed several different ways, and we've kind of boiled it down into one thing. And the question was about better sex. What can I do to make this better? What can I do? And it got down to like all the questions compiled. What makes perfect sex? That's really the question, right?
Yeah.
What makes perfect sex? All right. Let's start this off.
I love perfect sex.
What is perfect sex? I mean, that's the thing. And
it's every night that I have it.
Is perfect.
I've defined it.
That's it.
That's it.
So see, that's the occurrence for you, and that's the way it should be. But I want to be honest about this. Most of this was generated by women. I don't think we had a lot of men that we compiled into this. It was mostly women.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think guys...
There's a handful of dudes in there.
Yeah, but I think mostly guys are like you. I had sex. It was perfect.
Yeah, right.
And I'm going to be honest. For me, this is me personally speaking. Sex to me is like pizza. And what I mean by that is... There's no bad pizza.
Oh, gotcha.
There is no bad pizza.
Okay.
I was stationed in Italy.
Say, dang, that stuff looks bad then. Huh?
I was stationed in Italy once, and I do not like anchovies. And I didn't know how to speak Italian, but I was hungry, so I ordered this Pizza Romano. It came out with anchovies on it. And I was so hungry. I ate it. And it was like, it was the worst and the best ever. I'm in Italy eating pizza. How bad could it be?
Yeah,
so,
right.
What makes perfect sex? Well, you've got to define that.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, a partner would help, right?
And yeah, it would. But, right after that is who's really defining?
I was just going to bring that up. Let's talk about perfection. What is perfection? Let's start with that. You want to address that?
Well, I mean, from my point of view.
Yeah, from your point of view.
I don't know that you could create perfection. I think perfection is something that's arbitrary.
Is it arbitrary or is it made up?
Well, that's what I mean. It's made up. It's when people say take something to perfection. There really is no perfection in creating something like that. I think that from the standpoint of like everybody being perfect the way they are. I mean, I like the concept of that because it puts you in perspective that you are who you are, and that's all you have. So there's nothing you can do about it. But when we talk about like making this mouse, perfect, you really can't define what perfect is. You have to create it within like from an engineering or a production. You call what is a perfect mouse by within millimeters, right? But that's just to pass a test, and the test was created by someone who defined it.
So you, first of all, to be clear, there is no such thing as perfection, because even if you reach a level of let's say technical competence, whether it's sex or anything else, you're going to want to get above that again. So perfection's always eluding you, right?
Yeah,
you're always
in
moving
that realm. Yeah, in that realm of defining what perfection is, I would say, yeah, you're constantly trying to shoot for a missing target or a moving target, rather.
So here we go back to conversation. Define it with you and your partner. Don't ask us. I mean, I don't mind addressing the question.
Well, I would take it one step further and not call it perfect sex. I would call it like what makes good sex for you.
You would just say sex.
Well, probably
perfect,
right?
Would be,
But by saying going to your partner and saying what's perfect sex for you, that puts a little bit of pressure in my mind on that other person, depending on what they deem is perfect. And it may even put pressure back on you.
Yeah, and here we go back down this same road of porn versus reality.
Right.
Acceptable limits versus what is really possible.
So the other thing, too, in that, and I know we want to keep this pretty short to 5 minutes or so, but here's the thing. When you start looking at that, who's defining what that is? It's you, but it's really not you.
Yeah, because you're using somebody else's standards.
You're using the standards that you have gotten from growing up over the years, right?
Got it.
So perfect sex for you, or what you classify as perfect, might be what perfect sex was for your dad, or your mom, or what they defined with sex, or what the Playboy magazine defined, or what porn, the VCR, old VCR tapes you watched, or beta for you.
Why don't you just go with like the reel-to-reel Super 8?
Reel to reel, yeah, Super 8. You guys had that.
Thanks.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I remember trying to watch porn on the TV, trying to get the channel, and it was like all mixed
Back
up.
when okay.
Anyway, the point is you're not creating what's perfect sex.
Right.
You're letting all those influences that have created that.
So I guess to wrap this up, I would say if you're having sex and it's enjoyable, then that's perfect.
Yes.
And if you're in love, that's even more perfect.
Yeah.
So don't get hung up on the word. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, just do it.
Experiment. Have
Do
fun. Yeah. So I'm sorry I can't help past that, but this is perfect.
Yeah, it was
the way
good
it
conversation.
I'm
Love
Bobby
it.
McFadden with RLA Advisors.
And I'm Jay Simpson. Let us know your thoughts on this.
Please, if you know what perfect sex is and we didn't cover it, put it in the
and
comment
hey,
below.
if you like our videos, hit subscribe to our channel. All right.
Do you have to lean in to do that?
Well, I just had to get my point across.
Oh, okay.
She's
We'll
the
see you
crazy
soon.
eyes. All right, see you.
Bye now.